T32 is a Tier 8 American tech tree heavy tank. It's a vehicle I've never really thought much about, but I can definitely tell you after doing a little bit of a session in it today, this is one strong beast. Now, when the Chrysler K got its penetration buff, if any of you saw that video, the T32, which also carries the same gun, got a penetration buff as well. So, from what was a pretty poor gun on penetration values, 198 on the standard, is now 229 and 278. That is really solid pen. In fact, that's enough to even cut through Tier 9 heavies like E75s quite easily. So, the penetration, which was one of the biggest issues with the T32, has been taken care of. Its armor is already impressively strong. I mean, the front of this thing's turret is 298 base. So it's not like anything's going to be cutting through your turret. And you might think, well, what about that hatch up there? Yeah, that hatch is really, really deceitful. Unless you hit that thin little bar at the bottom of it, you actually cannot penetrate the hatch on a T32, as it's about 300 thick as well. So this is a really hard tank to pen. Its upper plate about a year ago was buffed to be about 250 thick, and yeah, with 10 degrees of gun depression, where do you pen this vehicle? So that's exactly why we're going to be making a video on the T32, talking about this undiscovered giant of an American heavy. The only issue is that this grinds up to the T110E5, and right now the E5 is not on everybody's to-do list of tanks to get. It's definitely on the bottom of that bucket list. I like the E5, it's still a decent tank, it just doesn't really have much going for it. I really hope that Wargaming does eventually realize that they've made a massive mistake. The amount of people playing the E5 has dipped by thousands, and maybe they will buff it or something. You never know. But hey, while the E5 isn't great, maybe we'll try out the Tier 8 for any of you that have ground down the line and you're like, well, hey, maybe I do have the T32 in my garage. Let me try it out. So here we go. I'm going to use Super Speed Boost. This vehicle does get these special consumables. You can also use reactive armor, but I don't really use reactive down at Tier 7 too much, Tier 8, because it doesn't make a huge difference, I find. But yeah, Speed Boost is great because I'm going 38 kilometers per hour. I mean, I beat the ISO Defender and Conqueror over here, which is amazing, and that's going to give me the ability to capture this base. Although I don't really have any support capturing this base, which means we aren't going to beat them. Actually, no, we are going to beat them capturing it. That's kind of weird. I thought that we wouldn't beat them, but I guess we did. So the Chrysler K's up top. I'm going to push down here. Hopefully we can get some shells, and the ISR Defender's trying to shoot me, but there you go. Nice bounce right on the upper plate, and that's exactly what you want. So here we go. Going to push up quite aggressive here, and let's see if we can get some shells in, and kaboom. There you go. Thank you. And another bounce right on the hull. I mean, you can see the armor is really solid on this vehicle. There you go. Another bounce on the hull of this tank. I'm a little careful, though. Obviously, I don't want to bleed too much. If this Conqueror pokes me, there you go, another bounce. I mean, obviously, these guys aren't aiming too much, but we are getting pretty solid bounces here, and this Conqueror is probably going to die because we out-reload his 400 damage gun because we only have 310 damage per shot. The ISU doesn't look like he's looking at me right now, so I'm going to focus on vehicles like the Chrysler while I can. Yeah, ISU's just chilling over to the side. So let's reload, although ISU might want to try and shoot me now. We got the ISU Defender running away, it looks like, so let's get a shell into the ISU Defender. He can't pen me. Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. So we are just completely obliterating the enemy in front of us. Let's see if we can get a shell into the ISU. Hello, Mr. ISU. Never mind. There is one thing that I don't like about this vehicle, and I can tell you it is definitely the accuracy. It's trash. It's really, really trash. This is probably the least accurate 105mm in Tier 8, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It's terrible. But thankfully, it does have the penetration now to at least pen its shots once it hits, so, you know, that's a bit of an upside, although that one did not want to pen. But we've captured 2 bases, which is what I wanted. Hopefully that 53 TP can get a shot off, and while that's going on, I'm going to put on Speed Boost and try and clear the ISU 152, hoping that that will definitely help out our team in the long run. So speed! Downhill, we're going upwards of 44, which is actually pretty quick for this heavy tank, and make sure we aim it in, finish off the ISU. There you have it. So this game that looked like to be kind of iffy at the beginning is definitely quite strong now for a win. I have not bled any health because we've bounced all of the shells. You can see some on the upper plate, the turret. This thing is surprisingly strong. People really underestimate the hull armor and they just try to snap shells, and yeah, it's very strong. It's not like a T34 where you butter through it. It really does have some good armor. So let's push up. I don't think we're going to get more damage out this game. Oh, wait, we might. That T92 is right over to the side. It's possible. Come on, Hori. I want your side and fire. Yeah, there you go. Nice 299 shot. and all that's left is the T32E1. We're at 2600 damage already, which is actually pretty decent for this battle. So if we are able to, which I don't think we're going to, but if we are able to manage to get one more shell out here, we're going to be sitting at 3000 damage. But with the base capture going up so high, I just don't think we're going to be able to climb this hill fast enough. Come on, climb it, climb it. Come on. Oh, yes, yes, and fire. There you have it. We were able to break the 3000 damage barrier with that last snap of the game. So I'll take it. That's fine with me. No, we almost broke it, but we still got a mastery. I mean, we blocked 2,000 damage. We did 3,000. We captured a base, and that was enough for apparently us to get a mastery. This must be a quite easy tank to master. As I said, not a lot of people really play in this tank. Here we are loading into our second battle. What do we have on the enemy team? We have an E75 TS, FE301. This is actually a pretty solid lineup, judging that we're not up against tier 9s. The armor is exceptionally good at bouncing tier 7 and tier 8 rounds. I would say against tier 9s, it's okay. I mean, you saw that Conqueror bouncing my upper plate, but I wouldn't trust it too much. That Conqueror definitely had a bit of a skill issue. Either way, I'm going to use my speed boost again. You can see it's pretty quick on flat ground, or even to keep it up with that Tiger's acceleration. Speed, I'm going to try and capture this base over here. Always try and capture the bases early on. It's pretty important to get base capture in Supremacy. So I'm just going to sit over here, and if anybody gets detected in my line of sight, I will shoot. We do have the Progetto and Panther 2 off to the side. Hopefully they can beat what is the FE301 and Revelorise, but you never know. You can't trust your teammates too much, can you? I'm going to push up. Maybe we can get a shell into that FE301 from where we're currently at. Aiming. Oh my god. Well, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. I was hoping we could get a shell into that guy, but yeah, I guess it's not that important. I'm going to push up. That Annihilator's already getting annihilated himself. And yeah, this is a pretty quick win, it looks like. Yeah, I'm just going to push up. See if we can get some shells into the M6 experimental, maybe. We got his side exposed to us. So yeah, let's push over like this, and hello, M6 comrade. Even though you are American, I must shoot you. So let's put on our adrenaline, see if we can get another shell out into this M6. I don't even care if this E75 shoots me. Yeah, there you go. Another nice bounce. I mean, the hull armor on this tank, you can see it just gets so many bounces. So now we're going to try and face hug this guy, although we did get shot by the M6. So what I will do is I'll turn my tank and we'll aim in a shell on this M6 while we have it. There you go. Nice shot onto his vehicle. Let's turn the vehicle over here so that M6 has a bit of a harder time penning us. And let's see if we can get one more shell out into his tank. 3, 2, 1, and fire. There you go. Okay, so my main threat is taken out. The E75 managed to bounce the side of my turret because, as I told you, it's just such a weird turret that it actually gets a lot of bounces. Oh, that one I think hit his gun, but oh well, not too bad. Ooh, but he killed my commander. That's going to hurt. A dead commander means your reload just a bit longer, which does kind of suck in certain situations. And he is shooting my hatch. As I did say, the hatch can be penned, but it's not too easy to penetrate. You do have to shoot premium ammo to pen it. And yeah, I mean, we're doing a pretty solid job here. There you go. Another nice shot into the E75. Keep on bleeding him out. Obviously, I do not want to be shot by the ISU or any of the tank destroyers, but yeah, this guy, he's definitely peppering my hatch. Quite impressive that he's actually hit it that many times in a row. But I don't care. I'm just going to keep on driving. Hello, Mr. E75. You are dead now. I should have backed up a little bit more when he was shooting at my hatch the other times, but hey, we did fine. We still killed him. We have a lot of hit points in this vehicle, 2,072. I was able to turn sideways, shoot the M6, and deal with the E75 TS in the process. So yeah, this is quite an incredible tank for what it can do. We got the T33 E3 off to the side over here. Maybe we can get a shot into the turret of his vehicle. Boop, there you go. Nice max roll as well for 388. This guy, it's pretty easy to clear him. What we're going to do is the old, well, I was going to say just drive into him. There you go. And we got 2 kills from that. Sweet. T32, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it's a pretty solid vehicle. Not everything's amazing. If you have the hatch exposed and you're looking down on it like that super tall E75 TS, yeah, you can pen it quite easily. But for most people, this is an incredibly hard to penetrate target. And after it was buffed, I actually think that this is a really strong tier 8. But let me know what you guys think about the T32 in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.